Good morning and welcome to day 45 of the Namparang Trail. It's the forest that I camped in. This is my view as soon as I get up in the morning. And I had to camp there because it's national park in there, so I can't camp in there. So it was really good timing. A couple of information boards just to start with, and it's talking about this area, Gogoti. It was founded in 1868. A man escaped religious persecution. He was a Catholic. He met up with the local lady from a tribe here, and they got married, settled the land because it was so steep. It was only settled by hand, and they grew 4,000 tangerine trees. However, in 1976 they all froze, so they went out of business. Now I'm assuming it's the trees that froze, not the people. And then there's this area, there's a whole lot of daffodils as well. And this is just saying this is one of the most beautiful areas in the south of Korea. There's all 50 different types of trees and plants around here, so hopefully it should be beautiful. Right, entering the national park. Yesterday I loved it. It was beautiful. It was in forest most of the day, and on trails over half of it. Oh, cool. Gateway in. Oh, beautiful. Alright, and we are not on road, we're on trail. Woohoo! Isn't this beautiful? Once we're finally down off, I was glad we were in the forest because it was really windy. So the last little bit, the wind was pretty extreme. Tried to put my tent up, did not work, so had to pack it up and change location. Eventually where I ended up last night, it was actually quite good. I could hear the wind in the trees, especially hear those big gusts starting to come through, but yeah, my tent was pretty much left alone. A couple of gentle shakes and that was it. So I had a good night's sleep. I'm currently on course 21 and there's about 10 kilometres left, of which I'm hoping at least 5 is in this forest. Then course 20 is 18.3 kilometres, estimated time of 6 hours 30 and rating medium. Then course 19 is 15.5 kilometres, estimated time of 6 hours and rating of difficult, so that should be fun. The wind has died down, still a little bit of wind, but compared to yesterday, much better. Woo-hoo. Oh, this gorgeous trail. It's a deer. Oh wow, first deer. I've only been going 15 minutes. I was drinking at the stream down in the bush there and I scared it. Oh. Fortunately we're off the track now on a dirt road. Maybe a dirt road, but it's still pretty and it's nice and soft underfoot. Occasional rocky parts, but most of it's been nice. Out onto a road. Where are we going? I think this is what we've done. We've come through here and then unfortunately we left the trail and we came up on this road here and we're here, and so yeah, we're heading back that way now, which looks like a sealed road. Boo! Watch out for pigs! Or boar as they call them. Alright, there's a fortress in 5.8 and I've got 7.75k to go. I'm curious about what's behind this pretty serious fence. Oh, you can't see anything, so just forest down there. Despite all of the steep down hills yesterday and the rough ground, both my knees are feeling perfectly good. Full range of motion, so that means there's no fluid in them. That's good. Well, I was taking it easy and using the poles a lot. No cameras or drones, and it says Korea National Oil Corporation. Thought it was bugler ahead. But it's saying beep your horn at the corner so people can know you're coming. I love the evil looking eye on it. I love the root system on it. Yeah, you got a view, a lot of ships out there. And I wonder if that looks like a pipeline, so I wonder if that's where the oil's coming in. Even in the national park, it doesn't actually say no camping. Interesting. Maybe it's not every national park where you're not allowed to camp. Alright, this is just an update. So I started there where I had dinner, came around and I camped up here, then in the national park along here to here, and about to head that way and at the main road and turning off onto a smaller road. So there was a sentry post there, obviously restricting access who goes out that road, and the security card came out and yeah, hello, how are you, in English. He's got a couple of words of English, and then asked for my photo, and he showed me photos he's taken. It seems like every Westerner he's come across, he asked him to have a photo. So we did a full photo shoot, making love hearts with our arms, with our fingers, different poses. It's funny, I just go along with it. Makes them happy. And so if they do that, I always get one photo as well. Lovely guy. Must be boring being there, so having something different happen is just break up the routine. It is funny, the signs for sentry post here. I was thinking it was some historical sentry post, not an actual security guard restricting access. These signposts are every 200 metres. Nice views of the forest, except for that fence. It's been 4K now, following this fence line. Yay, no more fence. Much nicer having it a bit more natural than having this massive fence beside me. Oop, exercise machines and nice shelter, and changing over to dirt road. So that is Jism Island. It's got a bit of information about the island. There were some Japanese remnants from their occupation. It's got a whole lot of different bird life and plants and stuff, so it's a nice little gem, unoccupied as well. Right. Pity about the name. Came over the brow of the hill and suddenly getting traffic noise, dogs barking, civilization. 200 metres and back to trail. This is what it looks like under these covers. This firewood stacked. So this is the fortress. You can see the fortress walls along here. And a nice panorama at the same time. And the walls going down there as well. And my route is basically following along the coast, staying quite low all the way. I can see boardwalk over there, and it continues around. There's a trail at the base of the hill going around. So that's what I've got to look forward to. Alright, continue walking down the wall. This is what happens when this fibre matting starts degrading. It's quite neat walking along the walls. Imagine you're a sentry way back then patrolling the fort. So I've just come down and they got another stamp. What's this one? Oh, it's the fortress walls. No, they weren't that good. And continuing down. It's a photo zone. Is it because of the archway? There you go. That's the photo I think they meant. Alright, back down to sea level. Building over there looks like a massive ship. Oh, a coffee shop that's actually open before 9 o'clock. I couldn't resist because it was something different. It is a cheese sandwich. So we've got bread, egg, some ham or spam, and mozzarella cheese, of course, and the coffee. But look at that. And that was about 3,001, so $3.70. So it's right next to the CU. It was absolutely beautiful. I'm glad I stopped. It was a mozzarella sandwich. Whew, and back on trail. I wasn't going to get a coffee, but I've been struggling to find savoury things, and cheese on toast, and it's bacon, eggs, cheese, bread, so it was definitely worth an extra little stop just for something different. I also filled up with water at the cafe, so all I need to make it a perfect town pit stop is a public toilet. Goji Fishing Village Folk Museum. And that's the end of course 21. Woohoo! Yeah, I didn't mind that one. That was alright. Okay, so course 20, 18.3 kilometres, 6 hours 30, and rating medium. And the building that looks like a ship is the Shipbuilding Marine Museum. And Goji SeaWorld. Croquet. Been quite a few croquet clubs that I've seen. Must be another water park over there because I see a volcano. And toilets, so town stop complete. Ready to continue on. This looks like a freedom camping area along here. There's been some motorhome buses and motorhomes, caravans. Alright, off the paving stone footpath, and I think we're heading towards the boardwalk. And onto the boardwalk. Neat water slides over there and a volcano. Yell. Not me. Here's the water slide. Not sure what this is meant to be, but interesting. A cracked M&M. Wow, this is a long stretch of boardwalk. It's nice. Boardwalk's ended, now we get to walk along the beach for a bit. Love the noise these rocks make. The stones are not the easiest to walk on. We're leaving the beach now. Now we do a loop up through the village and then back down to the beach. That's another neat mural. Hey, alright, here's an update. Okay, so this sign is actually wrong because I remember this junction and I double checked it, and we're not turning that way. We're actually going around this way, and that's where the GPS for the trail on the website has us going. It looks like a happy octopus. And a blue arrow, so yep, confirmed, definitely this way. That sign was wrong. And back to boardwalk. Another little update, but continuing on the boardwalk. These guys in fluoro are volunteers picking up rubbish. I thanked them. One of the sentences I have learned, so thank you for your work. This boardwalk's in the middle of the water. A lot of people on this boardwalk fishing. Hey, we're on trail now. Off the boardwalk. Almost every patch of rocks has got fishermen on it. This is a very up and down trail. Up the stairs, down the stairs, up the trail, down the trail. Neat boulders here. Oh, I like the climbing. At least it's eased off a bit. Yeah, spiky caterpillar. Hey look, it's me on my New Zealand North Island through hike. I can laugh about it now. I'm fully recovered. We actually have a section where there's been no steep up and downs for a couple of minutes. Quite pleasant. Getting closer to the sea again. Another town I'll go through. Most of the little stream crossings have got rocks to step across. Lunchtime. It's a bit much straight after lunch. Ships out there, they look more like gas ships. Alright, off the beautiful trail. That was 4 kilometres of trail, which was lovely. Alright, now we drop down to the city and along the waterfront of the city, then around this other hill over here. And blow my shoes dry here, or get rid of any dust that's on them. A little update on where we are. So we're here. So I've still got another bit in, I think what might be a road, unfortunately for that one. Oh, alright. Oh, another big map. That's just showing where I've just been. And continuing down. Nice gentle waves. Heading down. And down. And down. That boat looks like it barges into things often and needs extra padding. And starting to climb up out of the town. It's pretty impressive. Hey, top of the hill we got a footpath. Oh, and it's a soft surface too. Whoa, luxury. That's right, it says LNG, liquid natural gas, so they are gas ships. That is very good disguise of a phone tower. Higher up it's got branches and leaves like a pine tree. I've never seen so much detail. Oh, there's 1k on this beautiful stuff, and now it's on, oh no, it's a slippery brick, so I can't use my poles on this stuff. Whole little wind things. They're not generating power, they're just for decoration. Yay! After 100 metres we are back to soft stuff. There's a lot of people walking this. Sort of only go about a minute before seeing someone. There's another person. Yeah, very popular footpath. Welcome to Podong. Oh, Pudong. New Pudong. Nung Pudong. Anyway, welcome. We're back to this horrible slippery bricks again. Hello, Totsit. Alright, where are we at? Little update. Alright, so I'm here. Still continuing along this road. There's a sculpture park somewhere down here to have a look at. Should be interesting. Not only have we got the slippery bricks, but they've laid sand to refill in the holes. So the sand is on the bricks and now they are really super slippery. Random big rocks that they've put a big car park around. Oh, here's some rocks. Yangji Gung Won. Alright, where am I going? So this looks like a sculpture park. Alright, looks like we're going through the sculpture park. Alright, so we're here. We're going up there, but we don't go all the way to the lighthouse. We cut across there, and then we're following the trail that way. Alright, let's see some sculptures. Oh, here's some dolphins. Sad sculpture. And the toilet's a snail. Parrot and a fish. That one's cool. Not showing all of the sculptures, just the ones that I think are interesting. Not quite sure what that one is. I'm a bit higher now. I can see it's a cow. It's got horns on it. Sculpture park and heading down the ridge. Some views. Heaps of people taking a long walk down to the lighthouse. I'll give it a miss. Back down the bottom by the sea. Now go around the city. So we're following along the coastline. Then we're going to go round and then up through the trees up the back. And then we actually end up offshoot to this town on the other side is where the end of the course is. This town's famous for shrimp. 2.4k to go. Up quite a steep hill. Leaving the road, heading up the stairs. I'm heading for another fire beacon location. So it probably means I'm going to the very top over there. Just a few stairs. Still climbing. Funny looking stone thing. I guess this is, oh, wow, there's a lot of climbing and a lot of stairs. Don't think I need to explain what the fire beacon area is anymore, and certainly we've seen one recently. Oh. Wow. Alright, heading down. I think I deserve a blueberry smoothie when we get into town. Mr. Potato says, be aware of fires. I'm not sure if it is a potato, it's what it looks like to me. Alright, nice rest area. Haven't had enough stairs, so I had to climb up here. Pretty sure that's the mainland in the distance over there. Right. Down I go. So I need to make the most of this beautiful nature while I can. So it's not quiet, I can hear banging and clanging and vehicle noises, but at least it looks beautiful. Oh, gotta watch out for a flying something. These are the perfect stairs, the perfect height and width to just be going down easily. Finish with the trail and 500 meters to get to the end of the course and on footpath. Right. I think we came out right at the end of town, so went into a convenience store, got some electrolyte drink because I was out of, I only had about 100 litres of water left, but no cafe, so it's alright, plenty of time. High school's out and I'm going against the flow of all the students. Most have been good, but the really large group, they're just not looking. Got surrounded, I just had to stay still, brace. I missed the sign again. So total for this course is 15.9 kilometres. I've got 14.6 to go. And this course, which is course 19, is rated as difficult. So it must be the second section once we're out from the big city. Onto the footpath. It's a massive port in here. And I think it's more industrial port. Not a lot of flat path to walk on. Oh, that's better. That was getting very awkward to walk on. So I guess this city / town is Ajudong. There's so many boxes on those cell phone towers. If I have to be walking a busy road, at least I've got some pretty flowers to be looking at. Of course, saying that, now it's gone quiet. Now I'm fully on the motorway. Looks like a fair bit of development along the river. That's the port. This is a scooter parking lot for this section of the port. Tight fit to get your bike out in some places. Massive ships. Look at the amount of exhaust stacks on it. Now they're the old ships. There's the ships. Right out onto the waterfront. Stopped at the convenience store, got some dinner and some dessert. It was a 1+1, so I'm going to try something different for dessert, but I just had the dinner and had a smoothie because I know I'm not getting enough fruit and vegetables. Had the smoothie and it's a 1+1, so those are pretty full at the moment, and I've got 2 desserts in my pack because they were 1+1. Right, heading over to the trees over there. All these shelters are painted different flags more flags of the world that will never include New Zealand. I mean, they got Malaysia. My good is Asia. Australia, no New Zealand. Kazakhstan. No New Zealand. I call it a town, it's a city. 3 big ships. Clean the shoes. And onto the boardwalk and into the trees. A little history lesson. 1952 is the first Korean defeat of the Japanese. 2 armies got together and ambushed a whole load of Japanese ships and managed to kill 26 ships. So this is obviously, it happened somewhere around here. The scale of this port. Oh, the shits. It's like we're on boardwalk all the way around. New York, 11,300 kilometers, and I saw Sydney, 7,900, Paris, 9,300. Long way off. So boardwalks following around all the way around, and around the other side is a little beach settlement. It's funny, those 2 ships look so huge, and then you see the one next to it makes them look little, and then that black and red one makes them look even smaller. Wow. Alright, so that's a little beach village, and then head up into the trees, and that's where I'll be camping, somewhere up there. Unfortunately, got a little bit of stairs to get up first. Once again, stairs on a full stomach. Love the signposts, bows and arrows. Nice single track now. It's lovely. And a big ship on its way out. Alright, have reached the little town. So just going around. Popular fishing spot. There it is. There is 40 kilometres for the day. My first 40k day. Woohoo! Okay, so I am here and continuing all the way around that way. Right, up, and now I can look for a campsite. Cross the road and keep climbing. Now hopefully we'll go a bit more remote. There's been a couple of camping spots below the track, but people tend to look down, so I'd prefer a spot above the track. And I did see a possible one. That was a guy that was very close to the workout equipment, so there's a guy there watching me what I was doing, so I passed on that. Energy is actually really good, and my legs are feeling alright. I was feeling a bit tired on the long stretch of footpath, but now that I'm back on trail it's better, and I had a good rest while I had dinner. It's probably about 10 minutes just sitting there eating. Unfortunately, going down doesn't help. I need to be up on the spur lines or up on a saddle to find a flat campsite. Only a lot of the park benches have been blocked off, not allowed to use them. Oh, I have much luck with campsite. This doesn't seem as steep in there, so I'm going to head in and have a go. So I have come quite a long way up the hill, but it's pretty easy to get back down to the track, but it's just trying to find somewhere that's relatively flat, and yeah, happy with that location. It's relatively flat,